Screams echoed through the empty command room. The last video from Planet VX7 had just ended, with static. No survivors, no answers. Only a single red message blinked on every galactic screen. Mission failed. The galaxy had called VX7 many names: Death World, the Beast's Nest, the End Zone. No species had lasted more than 6 hours on its surface. Acid rains, ground that moved like waves, animals with invisible skin. It was a living nightmare. For years, the Galactic Council warned, stay away or die. Everyone obeyed. Until now. A new request came. Not from warriors, not from scientists, but from humans. They wanted to visit VX7, and not just visit, they wanted to camp there. The council laughed, then paused. The request was real. The humans even sent a list: tents, water bottles, firewood, and marshmallows. One council member whispered, "Are they mad or something else?" The humans launched within 24 hours. As their ship disappeared into the deadly clouds of VX7, silence fell over the galaxy. Something had begun, and no one could stop it now. Thick black clouds covered the sky as the human ship broke through the atmosphere of VX7. Every camera in the galaxy was watching. This was supposed to be suicide, but inside the ship, the humans were laughing. Commander Lex, a tall man with a scar over one eye, looked out the window and sipped hot coffee. "Nice view," he said. Outside, a volcano exploded in the distance. They landed in Zone 9, officially marked as unsurvivable by over 30 alien species. The ground sizzled, the air shimmered. Strange creatures watched from the shadows. But the humans didn't panic. Within minutes, they set up tents. Someone lit a campfire. Another opened a snack bag. "Smells like barbecue," one joked as smoke from a sulfur pit passed by. In orbit, alien generals stared at their screens in horror. Why aren't they running? A camera drone captured it all. Humans sitting calmly, laughing, telling stories, while death walked just meters away. "What kind of species enjoys a planet like this?" a scientist asked, his voice shaking. No one had an answer, but everyone knew this was just the beginning. The ground shook. A loud crack split the sky. Then came the acid rain. Bright green drops hissed as they hit the earth, melting rocks like butter. Alien species watching the live stream gasped. No known life form could survive this. But the humans didn't scream. They didn't even flinch. Commander Lex pulled out a thin silver sheet and calmly wrapped it over the tent. "Raincoat mode activated," he said with a grin. The others laughed and pulled out their own gear, lightweight, simple, yet perfectly resistant. Then came the tremor. A deep growl followed. From beneath the earth, a massive creature rose, 10 legs, 3 jaws, skin like glass. Galactic generals leaned in. "They'll run now," one whispered. They didn't. One human calmly held up a small device. It made a sharp sound. The creature paused, sniffed, then walked away like a trained pet. "How?" a scientist muttered, stunned. The storm passed. The beasts disappeared. And the humans? They returned to their campfire, roasting marshmallows like nothing happened. The galaxy had just witnessed the impossible, and it wasn't over yet. Deep inside the Galactic Council's war chamber, panic spread like wildfire. Every species was watching, hoping the humans would finally fail. But they didn't. They were enjoying it. "This is not normal," growled Supreme Commander Verex of the Darnok Empire. "We need answers." A decision was made. Quiet, quick. A spy was chosen, stealth class, shadow-trained, invisible to radar. His name was Keln. He had survived black holes, ghost planets, even time rifts. But as he approached VX7 for the first time in his life, he felt fear. Keln landed miles from the human camp, crawling under acidic winds and shifting rocks. His cloaking shield flickered as the planet tried to eat him alive, but he pushed forward. He reached the humans at night, and what he saw shattered his training. They weren't hiding. They weren't afraid. They were telling ghost stories, laughing. One human wore sunglasses at night. A giant insect walked near them. They tossed it a snack. It walked away. Keln froze. His mission was to report on human behavior. But now he asked himself, what kind of creature fears nothing, not even death? Keln stayed hidden, recording everything. He expected chaos, fear, or desperation. But what he saw confused him more. A deadly storm hit the camp. Acid winds and lightning fire, the kind that turned entire armies into dust. The humans, they zipped up their jackets, pressed a button, and clear shields unfolded from their backpacks, lightweight, glowing, and fully protective. The storm bounced off them like rain on glass. "How is this not advanced tech?" Keln whispered. It looked simple, almost casual. Later, a massive insect army passed by their camp. The humans didn't even grab weapons. One of them used a strange sound device, a basic frequency emitter. The insects turned away, calmly walking back into the forest. Keln tapped his screen. "They're not fearless," he muttered. "They're just different." He noted every detail. Clothes that adjusted to gravity, food packs that healed minor injuries, water purifiers made from plastic tubes and crystals. To the galaxy, these tools were primitive. To humans, they were normal. Keln's final message before transmission blackout was clear. "We misunderstood them. They're not reckless. They're ready." The skies turned black at noon. VX7's. Weather shifted fast, like it was alive. Suddenly the ground split near the human camp. A deep pit opened, swallowing rocks, trees, and one of the humans. "Eli's gone!" someone shouted. For the first time, the galaxy held its breath. Millions watched the live stream. Was this it? Had humanity finally fallen? But the humans didn't scream or panic. Commander Lex calmly checked a scanner. "His beacon is still active," he said. "He's just moving fast." Hours passed. No signal, no noise, just storm winds and alien silence. Then, out of nowhere, something emerged from the trees. It was Eli, alive, covered in mud, wearing a ripped jacket and smiling wide, riding a giant insect like a horse. "Turns out they're friendly if you don't scream," he said, tossing a fruit at the others. Aliens across the galaxy stared, in shock. A warrior from the Krylak Empire fainted. A Torque scientist whispered, "They tamed it." Back at the camp, the humans laughed. This wasn't survival anymore. It was fun. The next morning, the galaxy woke up to something it never expected, a live stream from the human camp. Commander Lex stood in front of the camera, smiling like a tour guide. Behind him, lava bubbled, alien creatures roamed, and the ground cracked open every few minutes. "Day 4 on VX7, he said cheerfully. "Weather's hot. Bugs are huge. But the view, unreal." He waved toward the mountains of fire. Someone in the background shouted, "Who's up for alien hide and seek?" Galactic networks broadcasted the stream across hundreds of planets. Millions watched. Some were furious, others curious. The humans toasted marshmallows, danced near lava pits, and even played catch with glowing rocks. What terrified others was now a playground. Anger rose in the council chambers. "They mock us," hissed a Hrog general. "They break every survival rule," cried a Karth scientist. But something strange was happening. Young aliens began watching with wide eyes. Some laughed, some cheered. A few even said, "I want to go there." The human message was clear, loud, and terrifying. Best weekend ever. And suddenly, danger didn't look so dangerous anymore. VX7's deadliest region was called the Forbidden Zone, a place so violent, even machines refused to enter. Every species had lost something there, drones, explorers, entire fleets. No one ever came back. So when the humans announced, "We're heading into the Forbidden Zone tomorrow," the galaxy froze. "You can't be serious," whispered a Valari elder. "That place eats life." But the humans didn't blink. They packed snacks, energy drinks, a few ropes, and one camera drone. The live stream began. Dark skies, screaming winds, lightning, twisted in strange shapes. No signal came from that area for years, until now. The drone captured blurry footage, humans climbing shattered cliffs, a storm that roared like a monster. Commander Lex laughing, this would make a great hiking
trail.
Then, static. The signal died, silence spread across the stars. Minutes became hours, hours became a day. No news, no sound, no sign of the team. Alien leaders began preparing obituaries. At last, one said, reality caught up to them. But deep in the shadows of the galaxy, some weren't so sure. Something about humans never stayed dead for long. For 2 long days, the galaxy waited. The silence from VX7's Forbidden Zone was heavy and full of fear. Many had already given up hope. But then, out of the dark clouds, came a tiny blip on every screen. The human ship. It burst through, the storm like a comet, covered in strange plants and alien trophies. The entire galaxy watched in shock. As the ship landed, humans poured out, smiling, tired, but alive. Commander Lex held up a strange, glowing crystal and waved. "See you next weekend," he shouted. No one could believe it. The deadly planet had swallowed countless armies, explorers and drones. But humans, they had returned, stronger and laughing. Across the galaxy, whispers began. Are humans gods, or just lucky? Some feared them, others wanted to learn their secrets. One alien elder said quietly, "If they can survive VX7, what else can they survive?" The planet that once meant death now carried a new meaning, a symbol of human strength and mystery. The galaxy's fear of VX7 had changed forever. The Galactic Council met in urgent session. The humans had survived what no one else could. They had turned death itself into a game. Humans are too unpredictable, warned Supreme Commander Varex. We cannot control them. Plans were made to block human travel, but many species hesitated. Some secretly admired the humans' courage and curiosity. Across the stars, young aliens dreamed of visiting VX7. If humans can live there, so can we, they said. But a quiet voice echoed in the chamber. If they can enjoy death, what else can they survive? The galaxy had feared the deadliest planet. Now it feared humanity itself. No one knew what would come next. But one thing was certain, the story of VX7 and the humans who laughed at it was only just beginning.